What's going on, everyone? Welcome to tonight's live stream. Boutre, yo, what's going on? Leo, hello. KY4NN, welcome, hello. Glad you guys could make it tonight. So, we are continuing our career mode playthrough. Let's go ahead and pull up the missions we currently have. So we accepted this one at the end of the last stream, I think, but we didn't actually do it. This one just requires us to drive around, which we can do. But it's the, where is it? Here it is. The Silo Row Flyby. This is the mission we're going to be focusing on for the first part of the stream. So we have 560 days to complete it. If we have it crewed, we can get 11 tech points, but we're not doing a crewed mission to Mars first thing. We're just going to send a probe to Mars first. We're going to start there. I also think we're going to do this Brigo orbit. I have a plan. I have an idea for this mission, how I want to do it. I think we're going to use a Brigo gravity assist. And so we'll do the gravity assist and we'll drop off a second craft that'll slow down while the first rocket goes to Silo Row. So this is going to be our launch vehicle. It was like the rocket we used towards the end of the last stream. It's kind of big for lifting heavy payloads. We've got a lot of Delta V, 10,000 kilometers per second empty. So we've got plenty of Delta V. So first things first, we need to design our two probes that we're going to be using. So let's start with an inner stage. We can just shrink this down half size. Yeah, that's probably fine. We'll need a command disk and we'll need a fuel tank. Let's start with the fuel tank. Here's what I'm thinking we do. Let's make it 0.5 in length, and then I'm going to grab and drag two more of these. We'll make these 0.25 each. Did I get the sizing right on that? 0.8, 0.8, perfect. And then this just needs to be 0.8. Alright, now let's grab our engine. I think we have, yeah, we'll just do the pressure fed engine here. That'll work. And then let's see, let's make it nice and small. Big bell. Tiny throat size. Does not need a lot of thrust. Does not need a lot of thrust. This is going to be a high efficiency engine. Let's also, we're going to change the texture on these. Let's do insulation, I think. Amaran, welcome to the live stream, dude. Hello. Jacob Daniels, hello as well. Glad you guys could make it tonight. Okay, so that'll be our fuel tank for this guy. We'll drop this on here. Now let's add the command block. Or the command pod, I should say. Command disk, that's the word. I was really struggling there for a second. Batteries, we'll want some battery. We'll give it some room for batteries. And some room for gyroscopes. We should just give it, yeah, basic stuff here. But what I'm going to do is turn auto resize off on that guy. Let's go square with it. We'll do panels. Like that. Boom, like that. That looks good. Okay, so that'll be our top payload. We don't need that much battery now. We can make it smaller. Do more gyroscopes. Smaller battery. Ice Phoenix, Pixel Dash, welcome to the live stream, guys. Hello, how are you? Okay, electrical equipment. Definitely need solar panels. We'll probably do these on the bottom portion here. Yeah, we'll do them right there. That looks good. We'll just do the two, but we'll make them wider. No, that seems too wide. We'll keep them modest. We'll do about that size for the solar panels. That should be plenty. That should be plenty. What else does our probe need? It needs a camera. And then I saw one of the other, one of the stock crafts that the game has, their probes, they used landing legs as the antennas. And ever since I saw that, I actually really liked that idea. So we're going to add landing legs. Silaro Flyby and Brigo Orbit, I'm going to try to do them both at the same time. And do a Brigo Gravity Assist where we drop one payload off and then we burn for Silaro. That's the idea. We'll see if we can make it work. It's a little ambitious. I think we can do it. I'm optimistic. We'll just do all. Light, primary. There we go. Okay. So that's our probe. We'll make this camera bigger. That's too big. Let's make it smaller. Hide the base. Take this down. Get rid of pad position. Okay. Okay, that's a probe. Yeah, it should be fine. I think it'll be fine. But we'll stress test it out and find out. So this will be our main probe that goes all the way to Silaro. It's got 2,000 meters per second of delta V. I feel like we could make that stretch a little bit farther. Or 2,130 kilometers per second. Or whoa, no, 2.13 kilometers per second. Jeez, 2,000 meters per second of delta V. Real small engine. I don't think we can make it any more efficient. We could get rid of the gimbal. What does that give us? 0.14 better. What if we make these just a smidge smaller? 0.15. Okay, so most of the weight's coming from here and here. Make this guy 200. 2.54. Okay. I like 2.54. I think that's a good amount. So this will be our probe that goes all the way to Silaro. How do we want to do our probe that goes into orbit around Brigo? How do we want to accomplish that portion of the mission? Let's see. Do we have side interstages yet? We do. Okay. We could do a detached off the side probe. Something like this. Make that way smaller. Way less force. Just a little bit of force. No, actually, we're going to do it differently. Not going to do it that way. Connect. Here's what we're going to do. Hear me out, guys. Hear me out. Set this as the primary. Boom. Now I've got two payloads. We just do two. We just have two guys. One will burn retrograde to get into Brigo orbit. The other one burns prograde to get into a transfer orbit to Silaro. And before we started the stream tonight, I already made sure that we are on a good angle for a Silaro burn. So we should be all set and ready to go as soon as I get this built. Make sure our staging's right. So first stage, 4 engines. Second stage is wrong. Nope. And no. Okay. Fairing base, stage 3. Goblin, solid rocket motor. Okay. I think we're good to go. Let's take this out to the launch pad. Let's give it a whirl. What's let's? There we go. Okay. Now I have downloaded from the website. Someone built this wonderful little craft. The physical craft, not very important, but the software that it's running, its Visi program, very important. So what this is doing is calculating the transfer angles between Drew and all the different planets, which is really helpful. So I was able to just put this in and then time warp until Silo was at its ideal transfer angle. So we are perfectly lined up to do a transfer to Silo now. We just gotta throttle up, lock our heading, light our engines, and we're off. All right, let's get this mission going. So we're going to get into orbit. Once we're in orbit, we'll start planning out our burns to Brigo, and we might have to wait a little bit for Brigo to get into the ideal position, and then from there we'll go to Silent. Pretty standard burn, nothing too crazy or different about how we're getting into orbit on this mission. I'm going to start burning flat to the horizon now. We're high enough out of the atmosphere, I don't need to worry about drag too much. And time to stage. Upper stage is burning just fine. Okay, there's our two probes. Let's see if we can get this guy into orbit on the first attempt. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't fall back. Keep burning forward. Almost there, almost there, almost there. And we've got it, pretty much. There it is. Alright, we are in orbit now. Let's start doing our mission planning portion. So, Silaro. It's currently right here. I'm going to target Silaro. But then we want to leave... Go back. We want to leave going this way. So I'm actually going to time warp and let Brigo come around to about there. Okay, hear me out. If I do my burn right here. Oh, have I not unlocked burn nodes yet? Shit. Guys, did I not unlock burn nodes yet? That would be embarrassing. I'm good, but I'm not quite that good. Oh, we could try it. So with our gravity assist, we go front of Brigo, get caught by Brigo, and get flung this way is what I'm trying to accomplish. I think we can do it. We're going to do a gravity assist without burn nodes. No mission planning, just winging it. Fly Out Aerospace, welcome to the live stream. Hello, how are you? Okay, let's... Actually, I'm a little too early. Oh, shoot. Come on. Select. Okay. Okay. We're gonna have to do an inclination change. I know that already. We're gonna have to do an inclination change, but I'm gonna get on this transfer orbit first. Do I have ascending and descending nodes yet? Can I see them? Where's my nodes? Where's my position would be a better question. I don't see it. It's fine. We're gonna do this whole thing manually now. So I'm reducing my inclination by burning anti-normal, so down, burning towards the south basically, and that, perfect. So that's got our gravity assist right there. Nope, too far. Let's bring it back up just a little bit. Okay. We're gonna go radial in now for this next maneuver. Try to bring my pass by Brigo nice and low, because the closer I pass by Brigo, the more it's going to impact my total change in velocity. So this is our orbit once we do the gravity assist, which is pretty cool. It's actually too much, basically. So we're going to back it out now. I'm going to go radial out. So we've got our orbit with Brigo, or we got our intercept with Brigo where we want it. Now it's time to get our intercept with Mars where we want it. Right here. Boom. Okay. I think we just did this whole thing without using burn nodes, which I'm kind of impressed because I'm not that smart usually, but that actually works pretty well. So we're going to do our pass by Brigo. 244 kilometers is the perfect distance. And that gravity assist kicks our rocket on this trajectory, which will get us a pass by Silaro much later. So that's the mission. That's the plan. We'll go ahead and do the Brigo portion, because that's relatively easy. And then we're going to detach one of these probes. We're going to launch the other probe and just let it fly. But we're only going to pilot one of these guys for now. So I'm going to take control of this one. This is going to be our Brigo probe. Let's point him away from the rocket real quick. Activate his engine. I'm just going to manually fly him for a second. Okay, he's away. And the other rocket is, or the other probe still attached to our bus right there. Sweet. Let's take a look at the map. Yep, there he is. We'll time warp down to periapsis. Throttle all the way up for our burn to get this guy into Brigo orbit. This will conclude this contract, right? Yeah, all we need to do is be less than 1,800 kilometers. Not a particularly difficult contract to manage. We should have started our burn earlier, though, I'm realizing, because this guy does not burn very fast. Not too much of an issue. We've got, how much delta V do we have on this guy? It's a lot. Performance. We have 2.4 kilometers per second of delta V. We're only going a kilometer per second, so this is going to slow us down just fine. It's just going to take it a second. So we'll do 5x time acceleration. In the meantime, yeah, so you can see our trajectory now. We are slowing down here, and then this purple line, where'd it go? This guy, he's going to continue on towards Silaro. try and continue to burn and get our orbit down. Are we having issues with the live stream? Hold on. Is my signal something wrong? Settings. For some reason, the stream is saying that it's having. Are you guys seeing buffering or having any issues with loading? Like, is everything looking normal to you guys? Or are you guys having? Is there like notable issues? Yay, maybe. No. Anyone? Bueller? Viewers are experiencing buffering. Why is my... What's the issue? What's going on? Okay. I don't know what's up with that. Like, OBS is telling me everything is fine and dandy, but it looks like maybe my internet connection's struggling today. I'm not sure. Let me know in the chat if you guys are, like, having buffering or some issues. We can try and troubleshoot. I think we're in... It's fine for you? Okay. Yeah, I was getting, like, notifications that things were messed up. But if it's fine for you, perfect. Don't care. Alright, we're almost in orbit now. It's really taking its time. Because, you know, we're coming in hot. Okay, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Almost. There it is. We're going to burn radial in. And we're going to shrink our orbit. It's going to lower our apoapsis, and it's going to raise our periapsis. Just like that. So you can see it's raising our periapsis slightly. We're basically turning the orbit. Nope, wrong way. There we go. And this is what this is going to let me do is I can reduce my eccentricity without being at periapsis, so I can do it all in one burn instead of having to time warp to periapsis. Because all I need is to maintain my apoapsis less than 1,800 kilometers. That's not hard. We're already there. So now it's just a matter of lowering our apoapsis, raising our periapsis, which we are pretty much at. This whole burn, boom. Pretty much circularize the whole orbit from here until you get to this point, right? And then we can finish the circularization by burning retrograde. Like so. So now we have an actual circularized orbit. Now I'm going to go back to our original rocket, the carrier. Once it loads, and we will plan our course correct, make sure we're on the right path here. So move flight info. Go ahead and activate that. All right, we've deployed our probe from the carrier. Now we need to make sure that our intercept with Silero is going to go as planned. What? Okay, there we go. So yeah, we need to do some quick adjustments. That's our flyby right there, but I want to get it. I'm going to get it a little bit closer than that. Let's see, 148, 443, 20, 14,000. Okay. We're going to go normal. Nope, we're going to go anti-normal. Let's see if we can lower our... Nope, okay, so neither of those is doing it. Let's go radial in. Nope, that's the worst. Let's go radial out. There we go. Okay. I want to get this number as small as I can. That's the goal. Let's go retrograde. So we're going to do just a bunch of tweaks to our orbit here. No, radial in. Kind of manually doing this right now, but basically just trying to get, no, I think that's as good as it's going to get. Trying to get just a little bit closer, but all we need to do is enter the sphere of influence. So it's not like it's a huge, deal to get super close. Okay, that's as close as we're getting. Click the button to update it. What do you mean this is assigned to the wrong craft? What? Click the button to update it. Oh, come on. Let me update it. What do you mean? Screw it. We can fix this still. I think the contract is assigned to this guy. We're going to swap over to him. What? What the fuck? This contract is assigned to another craft. Is it assigned to the one we just put in orbit? I'll be genuinely pissed if it's assigned to this one and I can't change it. This contract is assigned to other craft? Well, who's it assigned to? There's only 3 things in space right now. It's one of these. It should be this one, because this was the root craft. What the fuck? Hold on. Alright. End flight. Save flight. Save and exit. Which craft was the prime? It was the upper stage had the primary command pod. And that was the one I was just selected on, and it wasn't saying that it was that one. It should be this one. So we're going to exit the game. I'm going to come back into the game and see if maybe that will fix it. Just like reloading the game. No. No, it won't. Because it says it right there. Yeah, it must have. But that's very frustrating because we've already launched them. Like, they're going to Mars. Well, we'll get 2 flybys out of it. That's fucking retarded. That none of them. And it says, because this happens sometimes where it's assigned to the wrong craft, and then you can just like hit the refresh button, and it makes it assigned to whatever craft you assigned it to. That's what it's saying. Click the button to update it. There should be a button right here, and the game's glitched. Alright, we're writing a bug report. What was this? Contract craft assignment button. The Contract is assigned to other craft. Click the button to refresh. There is no button. Can I take a picture of it? I need the UI. Okay, that'll do. All right, we submit a bug report. It's fine. Either it's a bug, it's actually a bug, and they'll fix it, or I'm stupid for some reason. Oh, did we just burn and put ourselves off? That's dumb. There we go. Okay, we're gonna save this flight. I think we have to relaunch, which is fine. Are there any other missions we could take on real quick? Nah, it's fine. Whatever. All right. We're gonna do an expedited version of that mission. We're not gonna do a Brigosys. We're just gonna do a direct descent and burn. I'm not gonna use any payloads because apparently that messed it up. We're just gonna yeet it straight to Silo Row. Fast track. We're doing the expedited approach here. All right, 3, 2, 1, lift off. Yep. So far, so good. All right. Yeah, that's dumb. That's frustrating. It's fine. We'll recover from it. This rocket's not super expensive anyway because we're just using gas generator engines. And the contract gives us plenty. See, okay, here's what I'm talking about. Oh, fuck. Hold on. Retry. I forgot to actually refresh it. This is the refresh button that should be showing up. Hold on. Hold on. Go back. Here it is. Refresh. Yep. Launch. Great. Whoa. Too steep. Let's come back a little bit. Okay, now we can go. Alright, that's going. We're on the right craft this time. It says the right things. Should be fine. It should be pretty cake. Okay. Looking good for orbit. Pretty much there. Just a little bit more. And we're literally just launching a fuel tank to Silo Row. We're not sending any payload or anything. We're not doing anything fancy. Just straight up taking a fuel tank, putting it in orbit around Mars. Or, not Mars, but, you know, Mars analog, whatever you want to call it. Okay, we're going to burn at midnight. Burn slightly up because I want to push my escape trajectory out a little bit. And we'll let this rip. Oh yeah, let's zoom out and select Silo Row again as a target. There we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Too fast, too fast, too fast. Slow down. Okay, that'll do. Right, that'll do. Is multiplayer on mobile possible? No, multiplayer is not a thing. At least in the context that you're probably talking about it. Okay. Oh man, sneeze. Sorry. Okay, let's. That's as close as it's gonna get. This contract is assigned to this vehicle that we just launched. And she's going. Alright, that should be all we need to do about that. We're going to save and exit. We don't need to man that mission anymore, right? Like, it's just going to go. And when it hits Silo's orbit, then we'll get the credit for it. So, in the meantime, let's shift track a little bit. I'm going to do the Mountaineers and the Endurance Trip contract here. We're going to go up the mountain. So, let's, I think I have a buggy already, don't I? The Land Crawler. How much is this thing? Almost $1 million? Sure, let's do it. It's a little expensive, but you know what? It's fine. I think we built this in the last live stream. The last career mode live stream? Yeah. I think that's when we were working on this. Okay, here we go. I don't think this vehicle is very fast, though. I think it's got a lot of torque. Yeah, lots of torque, not a lot of speed, which is fine. We've got a first-person point of view, too. Can I actually make my field of view wider? There we go. That's better. Sweet. Alright, we are off. We just got to drive through 8 waypoints, it looks like. Okay, should be pretty straightforward. Oh, don't overshoot the ramp, though. There we go. So here comes the first waypoint. I guess this is the second. I bet the first waypoint was probably the starting waypoint at the very top of the runway. And then it looks like we're driving up this gully. Okay. So Endurance Trip, the way this works is it's just going to track the total distance we drive. And we just need to drive 25 kilometers total. Which is pretty far. Not hard, but just time consuming. We're already 1 kilometer in, so it's not going to take too long. The Mountaineers contract, I believe, is what unlocks the like delivery contracts where you actually have to take little payloads to different locations. I think this is a progression, like a required contract to do. Alright, this thing's a beast. It's climbing, no problem. Do 5x time acceleration just because driving up this mountain is going to take forever. And checkpoint 3. There's checkpoint 4 up there. Let's try not to lose control of the tank. There's 4. Whoa! A little bit of a ridge there. Okay. Alright, I can dig it. Checkpoint 5. Did we skip one? Did we go from 5 to 7? Or am I crazy? Am I crazy? I feel like I'm crazy. Whatever. Whatever. It's fine. We're still going to accomplish this contract without any issue. Comes checkpoint 7. Whoop. checkpoint 8. And then here is the mountain camp where you can deliver supplies to for money. So we'll do, that'll probably be the next contract we do, because that'll come up as an option. Oh, easy, easy. Don't crash, don't crash. Don't crash. Oh, alright, we're gonna slow down time acceleration so I don't accidentally drive clean over the top of a mountain hard. It'd be embarrassing. Failing this contract because I roll off the front of the mountain. Hey, we've got highest climb by exceeding 4 kilometers. Great. That's wonderful. You know, Jean and Adora, I think I'm pronouncing your name right. I was thinking more about your question. And I guess depending on your definition of multiplayer, yes, it is possible. You can't have 2 people playing on, you know, one system at the same time. That's not a feature that Juno New Origins has at all. But you can share saves between players, so you could like take turns building things, which that happens all the time. That's pretty common. Okay, we have completed that contract. We have new tech points. We can do jet engines. I'm kind of partial to the jet engines one. The other options are some more rocket engines. So we could do, let's see, more power. No. That's the solid rocket booster. Is it deep space? Oh, this one adds stage. Okay, so those are way later. That's fine. Feather falling trapdoor for the cargo bay would be good, actually. Especially for the delivery contracts. I think we're going to do OP leaf blowers. And then we're going to do the touching the sky. So we're going to get... This will be all the stuff we need for better planes, basically. Hey, and attempting an air race near Juno Village, a druid crashed their simple cub. Can you safely bring them back to Juno Village? How many astronauts do I have on my roster? We could always use a couple more astronauts, but we got 4 guys right now. I think 4 is a crowd. 4 is plenty. We're not doing that. We're not rescuing that other guy. He should call 911 or something. Oh, here we go. Yeah. This is what we want. So we need to fly to the Ollie base and then do Mach 1 at 150 meters off the ground. And then this unlocks the Ollie base airfield. Now, I think that this plane that I built, I'm pretty sure he is compliant. Oh, the wheels aren't though. Okay, that's fine. Does that work? What do I need to do to make this compliant? Oh, never mind. Okay, yeah. I can't use this. Bummer. I was gonna enjoy flying a plane that I've already built that looks cool, but no, it's fine. We'll just make a new jet. Does this contract give me tech points if I man the mission? No. That's fine. Okay. Do I even have a... Yeah, I do. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do... We'll still use the command pod. Actually, no, we're not going to use the command pod at all. Screw that. We'll use the cockpit. This will be a manned vehicle. Get the fuel tank. Does not need to be that big. Let's do 0.7. Is that lined up? Okay, that works. We need an inlet. Where's my inlet? There it is. We need an engine. I don't have bypass unlocked. That's fine. Take a little bit longer. Actually, we're going to do like a very quick plane design. Very quick. This is going to be short. There we go. Tuck that in. Do right there. Mirrored. Mirrored. And nope, that's off. There. I think the limiting thing for us is going to be the height of the plane, because the Juno Village like build area is actually pretty limited in what we're allowed to use. Yaw, pitch, roll. Looks good. All right. Let's take a look at our center mass, center of lift. Little close, little close. Do we have fuel in this? Not yet. Okay. Why is this glitching out? There are no wings attached to the craft? What are you talking about? What is going on here? There we go. And let's make these guys bigger. Okay, I think that'll do. We're doing quick and dirty plane design. We're not doing fancy or cool looking. We're doing simple and cost effective. How much does this cost? $4 million? Okay, that's fine. Put that there. Are these retractable now? No, we don't have the retractable gear. That's fine. Okay. Do length. Vertical offset angle. Side offset. Mirror. Make this less long. Yeah. Push it forward a little bit. All right, does that look all right for a jet? Just for something real quick and dirty? And I mean really quick and dirty. We're doing very basic. Let's see. Anything else we could do? I guess the one thing we could do is we could add some weight to the front. Just add a plate here, and then give it battery. And then just make it a little bit bigger. Yeah. Okay, I think that'll do. Now we just need to give it a pilot. Who's going to be our guy? Brian McKay or Addison Beck? I think Brian's going to be our guy for this mission. Now let's paint everything not stupid colors. I don't like the blue. I'll be honest, guys. I don't love the blue color that the game defaults to. I like to change it up for like monochrome black or gray. 2. There we go. All right, I think we're good to go. Let's launch it from the village airport. Hopefully this doesn't explode or crash as soon as I take off. Hopefully we have a stable aircraft. That's really what I'm waiting for. If she's stable, it's good. Okay, there we go. Thought the game was going to crash on me for a second there. Turn you off. All right. Throttle up. Yeah, I think it's going to be just fine. Fun, 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 fun. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? I'm just pitching up. I'm not rolling at all. And then it starts, it's rolling. Why is it doing that? That's weird. It's weird in a big way. Can it fly stable though? Like if I do time acceleration, is it going to be all bugged out? No, it seems to be flying okay. It's just big maneuvers that it struggles with. Can I limit that? Huh. I don't know what the deal is with that. Maybe it's just the way I have these control surfaces set up. Maybe it's too big. Anyway, let's get our autopilot situated. So I'm going to use a little bit of derivative to get rid of those oscillations. And then we'll just use proportional and level it out for nice sustained flight. Call it good. Alright, so we're flying. We're doing a little over Mach 1 now into the supersonic region. We have another 700 kilometers to travel for our destination here. In the meantime, we are still doing our Silero mission, right? So this guy is on his intercept orbit with Silero. I don't know why he's got this line though. That's weird. Interesting. Okay. And then we have this guy, which is our Brigo orbiter. Actually, while we're here, let's play around with the names. Call this Brigo Orbiter 1. What are the other ones we launched? Luna Orbiter 1. This is probably just trash. Also probably just trash. And this is the guy that's leaving. Okay, sweet. Anything else? I think that's it. Oh, and then we got our transfer window display crap there. Yep, that's very important. Okay. Biff, hello. Welcome to the live stream. Glad you can make it. We are doing a airplane contract, so we gotta fly at Mach 1 over the Ollie Air Base. I think are we coming back to the ground? We might be falling a little bit. That's fine. I'm fine with my altitude. How are you doing, Biff? I hope you're having a good week. Okay. I don't think there's really much to do at this point. We're 400 kilometers out now from the Ollie base. Once we're in range, we'll start doing our maneuvers. There's no Wi-Fi. Oof. Are you on data? Are you on your phone or something? Or are you like, are you somewhere else? No Wi-Fi, that's rough. Hate to hear that for you, man. Oh, hold on. Game bugged out for a second. There we go. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. Understand. Well, today we are knocking out some space contracts and flying to the Aldi base. Right here. Which so far is going pretty well. We've got we unlocked a bunch of new stuff. We unlocked jet engines. This is my first jet for the campaign. And I think I overdid it with the rear stabilizers because it's having some issues. Stop shaking. Stop shaking. Stop shaking. Stop it. Okay, 100 derivative is too much derivative, apparently. Not that that surprises anybody, but... Okay. Let's try this again. Just steady up. No. Just steady up. Steady. It's fine. Okay, it can wiggle up at once. As long as it flies in the general direction that I need it to, I really don't care what it does. I can't, yeah, it's just, 5 times time acceleration is a little much. Like, if I slow it down, it'll level out just fine. Maybe a little less derivative, maybe more derivative. There we go. Okay. Little bro's having a seizure, yeah. You just gotta fine tune it. You just need just a little bit of derivative. Just a little bit more. That's too much. 0.6 seems to be the sweet spot, where it just wobbles a little bit. 0's too little. That's too much. We want like right there. Okay. I can live with a little bit of waddle. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Screw it. We're here. We're basically here. We're just gonna level it out. Okay. Get rid of that. Can I make my field of view bigger? I feel like my field of view is not getting bigger. There we go. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We need to fly inside of that area, greater than the speed of sound for like 5 kilometers at 150 meters off the deck. Really low to the ground. We're going to decelerate because we're going too fast, honestly. I'm going to add just a smidge. Just a smidge. Positive pitch. That's enough. Okay, so we're at 386 meters per second, which is fine. That's what we need. Okay, Izer Basra, welcome to the live stream, my friend. How are you? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. Okay, here we go. We're 80 meters off the deck. Screw that. Alright, altitude, we just need to go 10 kilometers cumulative, not continuously, thankfully. We're just gonna fly real low and tight. Okay, looking good so far, looking good so far. Little high, little high. Almost there. 8 kilometers. 9 kilometers. We can decelerate. 10 kilometers, done. Alright, now we just need to park this plane. Oh, hey. This is, no, it's still... Never mind. I thought it was behaving better. It's not. It's still behaving awful. Let's accelerate a little bit. We're not quite lined up for landing yet. Let's move away. Come a little bit this way. Nova, hey, how you doing, man? Welcome. Good to see you. Alright, let's try to get this landing lined up and make it look like I know what I'm doing when I fly planes. Alright, kill throttles. Ooh, this plane is... Ooh, this plane's... Ooh, this plane. Ooh, this plane. Alright, screw it. We're not going for the runway anymore. I'm just trying to put it down. Alright. This plane is actually dangerous to fly, and I need to reevaluate. Oh. Nice. We got a land speed record by being a plane. Oh, man, you know what? We should have taken the... There's a contract to get 111 meters per second land speed. We should have done that, and then we could have landed this plane and gotten that contract. Okay. The brakes on this really are trash, so I'm just gonna... We're gonna crash land it. It's fine. I'm using the brakes. I'm holding the B button down. Look, see, brakes are fully applied. I'm slowing down as much as I can. Almost to a stop. Almost to a stop. It's slowly slowing down. Gee whiz, this is struggling. What's the brake torque on these wheels? Oh. Oh, that's why, Okay, good enough. End flight, recover craft. Let's get him home. That was a rough time for him. I'm sure he did not enjoy that. Ollie air race, absolutely, we're going to do that. Fast roller, we're going to do this one too. And we'll keep the endurance trip one. We're going to start over the endurance trip, but we're going to do a fast car. We're going to do like a real quick car that's going to do this endurance trip for us. Okay, this guy, he is out. We're not dealing with him. I feel like I had a better biplane. No, we're not using this biplane. Ooh, actually, I think it's time to build a new plane. And I want to use... Hold on, everyone. Pause 1 second while I pull up an image. I was at the Ford Island Aviation Museum this past weekend, and they had a Cessna that was super cool. Like, actually, genuinely a cool plane. And I took a bunch of pictures of it because I thought it was super dope. Okay. Hold on, let me get this centered. All right, this is the plane I was looking at. So it looks like a regular old Cessna. I'm sorry, this image is probably not the best quality. I'm trying to remember what the name was for it, but it's a pusher plane. It has 2 propellers, one on the front and one behind the cabin, and I thought it was super cool. It was the Cessna O2A Skymaster. So let's pull up a picture of that. O2A Skymaster. Bingo. So it was like a military observation plane. Kind of like, imagine if a P-38 Lightning from World War II made a baby with a Cessna. Like, it's a very interesting plane. Open image and new tab. There we go. Perfect. That's what I want to see. Okay. So I've got this image. We're going to build one. This is going to be our new plane. We're going to use it for the races. So start with airplane orientation. We'll make this smaller because we don't need a big command pod. Really, this is just the battery. Now, how are we going to do the structure of this. I think we make it solid for now, and then later maybe I'll make a hollow one that we can put crew in. But for now, I think we make it solid. And I know the general size of the cabin, I want it to be able to seat four druids. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Let's start with just making the overall shape. So these were all usually like mostly boxy. They're not cylinders. All these planes, they're kind of boxy. They're a little taller than they are wide. I would say they're probably about 4 feet tall. So we'll call it 1 and 1.5. 1.5. Okay. If that's the shape of our body in general, add another front section. And then this guy will be the front, like, nose, like the windscreen right here. And then this is the engine cowl, like the cover of the engine. And actually, I'm going to make this lower. There you go, 0.8 and 0.8. And then this will be the last section right here. And let's, nope, other way. We want to make this come up about there. Yeah, sure. Okay, so that'll be the general shape of the cab. We'll make all this seamless and simple, like get rid of the simple texture, which will help how it looks significantly. Okay, we got that. Now the back of it, looking at this picture, it kind of slopes up and it's flat across the top. So we'll go kind of up like that. And then the propellers were also definitely offset, which is interesting. .85. There we go. Okay, so this will come up, and then this will come down, and then we'll make this 0.5 and 0.5. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. For the shape overall, I think that looks passable for now. We're going to swap out this portion later, and we can make this like a crude compartment, but for now, this looks fine. Let's start with the wings. So it's got 2 high-mounted wings in the traditional Cessna fashion. So we'll start by putting them at the 90-degree mark. Bring them into size. Pretty much rectangular wings, a little bit narrower than that. Yeah, about there. Okay. So those are our front wings. Now the back. Actually, 0.3 for this. Yeah, okay. The back, I need to find a better picture of how those were attached on the back. Oh, here we go. Perfect. This is what I want to see. Open image, a new tab. Never mind, that's way too small of a resolution. There's got to be something better. Come on. Like a good picture of it. Okay, perfect. Kind of interesting how they lay this out. So there are two spars. We'll do small fuel tanks that come off the midsection of the wing for the wings here. Kind of looks like a weird chute. Yeah, it'll look more like a plane as we get closer. Trust me, it will look like a plane as we get closer here. It always looks dumb in the early stage. That's fine. It's part of the process, you know? All part of the process. So we'll make that our wing spar. Drag that back. Probably add a nose cone here to get that to blend into the wing better. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. You have a feeling the body's too big for a Cessna? I don't know. Let's put a Druid next to it. No, that's about right. That's about the right size. Like, that should be... That's what you would expect. You would slant the dorsal side of the front nose. I don't know what dorsal side means in this context. You would slant it? The dorsal side of the front nose? Those words ain't English, dude. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Be a little bit more specific, please. And then I'll do it. If it's a good suggestion, I'll do it. The top part of the front nose is straight. Make it slanted down. Oh! Like that. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yep. That looks better. You're right. Okay. Let's go back to the wing spars. I'm going to shift these back a little bit. Actually, they're thicker before they leave the wing, which makes sense. This part's thicker. And then about here, they transition down. We'll do a small piece and then transition. We'll work on the shape in a second, but I just want to work on first getting the overall performance down right. Okay. Obviously, those wings are too big. Let's shrink them down significantly. Still too big. Let's, they don't need to be that thick. There we go. It can be a lot thinner and a lot shorter. $180. Okay, okay, okay. Still probably a little thinner. Okay, that'll work. We'll put another fin on the bottom here. And the bottom fin's a lot thinner. But then they both come in and touch. Like that. Okay, we'll tweak this. This needs to be narrower, basically. No, shoot. Undo. That's not what I wanted. There we go. So it'll look kind of like that, and then we just need a... Oh, come on, come on. 270, 270. Come on. Oh my goodness. Why is this so hard? There we go. 270. Let's get the angle on this to be straight. There we go. And then this will come and meet in the middle. There we go. Perfect. Scoot this back. Oh, no, no. Don't undo. Undo. Stop. Stop. There we go. Scoot this back. Get it nice and lined up. And I just need to bridge this gap just a little bit. There we go. Sick. Now let's add control surfaces. This will be pitch. Yep. And then this will be yaw. Looks good. The roll stabilizers do not need to be that big. They can be much smaller. Okay, so here's the starts of our plane. This is the general shape. Let's add our engines. So we're going to go with a skyline prop as a general starting point. And whatever we do on the front, we're going to do on the back. So it's 2 blades. It actually looks pretty close as far as size goes. I might just leave that as is. How much torque is that going to give us? 198 meters per second max speed. RPM, max RPM, 2,500. So I need to adjust the engine RPM. Where is it? Where is it? Electric motor. 3,100. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so that is our propeller. And then we're going to put the same one on the back here. Like so. Bury him about the same spot. And then don't auto-reverse motor, but auto-reverse the blades. So they're going to turn counter direction. That looks about right. Sick. All right, let's throw the landing gear on this bad boy. And then we'll work on the cosmetics. Near it. Leg shape does not need to be that long. I do want to give it the support arm. Actually, no, this one doesn't need a support arm. It's fine. It's fine as it is. And then let's do vertical offset angle. Is that going to clear the propeller? Okay, now it will. Definitely will now. Let's grab a third nose gear once I get it situated nicely. And then we'll just pretty much bury this one in. Give it a more forward offset. Okay. I think that's going to do for our plane design. Let me see. Is there anything else we're missing? Oh, the support arms, of course. Yes, we need a strut. We'll just add a regular strut, and then we'll clean up we'll clean it up and make it look a little bit more professional. But it's done as far as like major components go. Okay, so we'll do that size of strut arm. Bring that out. Rotate that up. I just need to line this up with the nacelle there. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Sick. So let's go into these now. Get rid of the simple texture and make them seamless edge so it kind of flows a little nicer. There we go. And then I did 0.5 here. Let's do 0.1, 0.15, 0.15. Boom. That looks a little better. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. One thing we can do is there's this fun little feature, this tool, the resize or the part shape tool. Lets me like blend that out a little bit. There we go. That looks a lot better. But just by like dragging that, I can slide that back and make that look a lot more blended in. Let's see other things. Paint the wheels. Oh, actually, this is not lined up yet. Hold on. Guys, I need to go one more degree down. Never mind. I need to go like a half a degree back. There we go. There we go. And mirror that. Oh, windows. We need to add windows, of course. All right. Pause 1 second. Let's add the windows. Just going to use a regular old fuel tank. Shrink it way down. And put it on the front of this guy. Try to get it centered. That's fine for now. Make it 0.6 probably. 0.55 and 0.6. There we go. Gonna embed this inside the front here. Come on. Just need it barely poking out. We'll do a black. It needs to be wider. There we go. That looks pretty good. Okay, I think we're ready to take this thing out to the launch pad. Check center, mass center of lift. Yeah, of course. They should be pretty good. One thing I can do, that'll fly. One thing I can do is make this a little bit thicker. Just adjust this real quick. So here's what we're going to do. Let's bring this in one click. Out. Till it connects. There we go. And then out like that. And forward like that. Okay. And then if I want, what we could really do here, just make this part of the wing spar a little bit longer. Pull that out a bit. And then let's just move the pod back like that. Boom. All right, I think that's going to do it. We'll do a test flight from the Juno Village runway because it's cheaper. And then as long as it passes the test flight, then we'll fly it for the air race. But I think it will. It looks good. It looks like it'll perform well. Let's do control surface test. Yaw. Roll. Pitch. Alright. Propellers are spinning. Picking up a little speed. Yeah, we're going to have to make some tweaks to this design. Maybe up the torque on the motors a little bit. Oh, that's unfortunate. Hate it when that happens. It clips on that. It snags the edge of that runway, and then there's like a collision polygon conflict, basically, and then it kicks the plane, like punts it up into the air. Let's try that again. There we go. Ooh, almost enough to take off. Hey, and we're up. At like 50 meters per second, we can get this thing airborne. What'll it top out at, though? 74 meters per second? Yeah, I didn't build it for speed, that's for sure. But she flies all right. Let's see how we can land it. It controls pretty smoothly for as slow as it's going. Give it a little positive pitch input. There we go. All right. Yeah. I mirrored the wing support arm. Just throttle down. On approach to the runway now. Fall down some more. Just cruise in nice and gentle. I gotta practice my landings, and the Juno Village runway is a good one to practice on because it's not easy. A little higher. Okay. Lined up good. Cut the engines. Flare. Brakes. Nice. Okay. So, good test flight. That was a good test flight. It performed well. I like it. What we're going to need to do is beef up the engines a little bit. I think I'm just going to go with bigger blades. Or we could do more blades. 3 count? Do you do 3 count blades, maybe? And we do thicker blades, we do 200%. Maybe that'll work. Okay, let's launch from the ollie base, and we're going to do this race contract. We know it flies well. Give it a little bit more torque with the blades, and then call it good. And if we need to boost the engine torque after this, we can do that as well, but should be able to do it just fine as is. Okay. Our starting checkpoint's right there. Let's build up some ground speed. And hit the starting checkpoint. So we gotta buzz the tower. First step in the race is to buzz the tower. Three, two, one. Okay, checkpoint 2. Stay ahead. And hopefully we can get a little bit more airspeed by the time we get over there, because we're still going pretty slow. So it's right behind this ridge. We're going to go straight, and then I'm going to turn into the ridge, and then the rest of the checkpoints should be in that direction going this way. There we go. I think we're going to maintain about 100 meters per second once we're like steady state at speed. How much time do we have? 9 minutes? Okay. I think that's accomplishable. I think that's reasonable for this plane to do. Checkpoint 3, okay. Do a little bit of time warp just because it's kind of a straight shot to checkpoint 3 here. Still doing good overall on speed. Battery consumption, fine. Not worried about battery consumption. We put plenty of battery in this thing. Alright, now we do a little bit of a canyon run here. Checkpoint 4. If we were going faster, this would be a tricky part of the race right here. And follow the canyon out to checkpoint 5, which we can just time, accelerate through a little bit. We're actually going slower with the extra blades. I think the motor torque needed to be increased. In fact, it definitely needed to be increased because this is not as fast as I was expecting it. I was expecting to have a little bit more speed under my belt here. We'll be fine. We've got 7 minutes to go through the last of these checkpoints, which I think is plenty of time. But we'll have to increase our motor torque. Easy. Alright, checkpoint 7. And then 8, and then the landing, I think that ends it. Is it left or right? It's left! Turn! Okay. That's a little ways away. Okay, here comes checkpoint 8, almost there. Oh, 8 is the rocket launch pad. There's the Ollie launch pad we've been launching rockets from this whole time. And then 9 is way out there. Okay. Oh, got it. Checks. It's the air. We're back at the airport. Okay. Let's line up. We'll just buzz the runway here. So they come down right on the runway here. There we go. We're not landing because we want to maintain our speed through this last checkpoint. Done. Alright, excellent. Now we can come around for the landing, so we'll just ease off here. We're going to come right. We're going to basically do an S-turn, so we're going to come right. Come left and turn hard. And that should line us up pretty well with the runway. Not perfect, but pretty close. Kill the engine. Wheels down on the tarmac, and brakes are being applied. Pretty good, pretty good. Okay, so we got some adjustments to make with this plane, but overall I think it's good. Controls a lot better than our biplane. For sure. Controls way better than the biplane. Ollie Race 2? Yeah, let's do it. Absolutely. And you know what? What we can do, actually, is we can put a Druid in this thing. We can put a guy in here. Because we get tech points if it's manned. So I'm going to put a chair. Now, this is going to be kind of shitty, and we'll make it hollow later, but I literally don't have the parts to make it hollow right now. Otherwise, I would. Go back 5 degrees. Up, forward. That's too far forward. Down. Back. There we go. Yeah, so he'd sit right there. That should just feeling air. So it's manned. Future version of this will make a. I think what we'll do is we'll take these two parts, and we'll make cargo bays that are the same side. Stick them out of the plane. You've got a very simple and effective air conditioning system. Yeah. Yep, that would do it. But anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to boost the torque on these by a lot. Let's go up to 24... 30.2 kilonewton meters. I think is a lot more reasonable for what these things need to do. Oh, no. 32.4. Or 30.2. And 3,100. I just need to make sure that these are set to the same. They are. All right. Let's do it. Back to the launch pad. Back to the launch pad. Now this should go much faster because we've brought up the torque on our engines by a lot. Yeah, there we go. It's already like, it's accelerating a lot quicker, which is a good sign. Much better performance. Okay. I feel pretty optimistic about this plane. We might even have to throttle it down a little bit just to get it, like some of the tighter turns. No, 100 meters per second, we're doing fine. I have less time on this, so we need to be a little bit quicker, which I definitely think will be fast enough with the plane as it is now. It's definitely cruising a lot quicker. 120 meters per second, yeah, we're clipping along a lot faster now. Okay. Checkpoint 2, here comes checkpoint 3. We'll time accelerate. And then this next portion is the sketchy part. Through the canyon, here we go. Turn and then roll. Nice and stable. Good, good, good. Excellent. Alright, we're on the straightaway now. Let's keep our flight low. Let's keep it in the canyon here. Nice and tight to the ground. Steady, steady. Come around this corner. Around this turn. We could probably extend the turn out a little bit, but it's fine. It's fine where we took it. 130 meters per second. Not bad. Checkpoint 7, and then 8, 9, we're done. Seven, and we know it's left. It's not right. Don't go this way. You go left here at checkpoint 7. Do a little time acceleration just to how long it takes to get out here. Checkpoint 8, the launch pad. Good. Turn for 9. Oh, a little too fast there. A little too fast. A little too fast. We got 4 minutes and 42 seconds. Let's just come in for the landing. We got plenty of time. I'm just going to go in for the landing here. Just take it as is. Okay. Goes down. Good. Keep her straight. And then we'll just roll through the last checkpoint. At nearly a stop. Yeah, We got a whole 4 minutes. We can just taxi the rest of the way into this race. But yeah, this is pretty good. I like this plane a lot. I think this is much nicer to fly than the biplane. It's much cleaner, much easier to fly. I think the roll control surfaces I'm going to revisit, and then I'm going to beef up the pitch. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger, and I'm going to make this a little bit wider and a little shorter. Other than that, though, I think it's pretty good as is. Done, and we got an extra 5 tech points for having it manned. Excellent. All right, let's see where we're at with contracts now. What do they have available to us? Alley Race 3. Do it in 7 minutes? Sure, why not? Iser Basra's back. Hell yeah. Welcome back, dude. I'm going to reject this torpedo contract. Okay. Let's quickly adjust our control surfaces like I said I wanted to, and then we'll just launch it. It was able to do the last one with more than enough time, so I don't need to make it any faster. But I do want to make it just a little bit easier to control. Yeah, I think that'll do. Anything else we want to add to this bad boy? No, I think she's good. Let's do it. Get her back out on the runway. Once it loads. Oh, you know what I realized? I brought this game controller up here. I've been playing mouse and keyboard so long. I actually kind of want to use... do I have to reconfigure this every time? Hold on. Hold on 1 second, everyone. We're going to, real quick. Remove... Flight craft. Pitch, right stick Y, roll, right stick X. Yaw, left stick Y. Okay, done. Should be good to go. Throttle up. The Cessna turned out different than you thought? Yeah, it's a little... Hold on. Why is my stick still attached to my camera? That's really annoying. Left stick, right stick. That shouldn't be changing my view at all. Camera look? No. That's disabled. It should be fine, right? Am I crazy? Why is this being the way it is again? Look up, look down, look left, look right. Camera look. All disabled. Right? Right? So when I push up, why is it changing my camera view? John Drew? Alright, screw it. Don't care. We're just gonna play mouse and keyboard. Okay. Let's go. You thought the Cessna would turn out differently? Were you expecting a more traditional Cessna design? Two. I think I've got a little bit too much positive pitch trim. Too steep, too steep. Almost hit the deck. There we go. You don't know what you were expecting, to be honest? Well, yeah, it's fine. You never really know what you get until it's there. Okay. How are we doing on time? We've got 5 minutes and 53 seconds left. Plenty of time. Okay, here comes checkpoint 5. Come around for checkpoint 6. Silo row flyby? Yeah, we're doing a silo row flyby. It's right. It's happening right now. I can show you. Do you want me to prove it to you? That thing's gonna take literally hundreds of days to do, or not hundreds of days, but maybe like, no, yeah, I think it's like a 1-year trip on the orbit it's on right now. Yeah, so we'll time warp. Like at the end of the live stream, I'll time warp. We'll go back to it and then actually like watch the flyby happen. But I figured like I could launch those crafts and then we could do a bunch of like other contracts while those are in, like, you know, in transit basically. Oh, to the rocket scientists? I'm trying to fly a plane through an air race and also read the chat. Who are you replying to? Whatever. Whatever. It's fine. Okay. Last checkpoint. Checkpoint 9. Here we go. And then I think we can do the fast roller contract on this too. So I'm not going to land it on the runway this time. I'm going to... We'll buzz the runway. Almost there at the landing here. We're going to buzz by the runway. We'll just fly through the checkpoint real quick. And then I'm going to go as fast as I can, low to the ground, touch the ground, keep the power on, and see if we can do the fast roller contract. It's kind of cheating because we're just using a plane that is in the air and then just like let it roll. But I think we can get it to work. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Keep speed up. We're gonna turn around like right in here. Right in this little area, right here. Right there. Okay, here we go. Ready? Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Easy. That's such an easy contract, guys. So you just get in a plane and you drive a plane on the ground. What a simple contract. Boom, done. Alright, now we're going to do a really radical approach to this landing here. Oh, little rough, little rough. There we go. It's on. There we go. We covered it. You built a silo glider, so like a plane, basically. That's actually pretty impressive. Because the atmosphere is super thin on silo row. So you need like a lot of wingspan and really lightweight. We could do the air race again. Not really. Are those all the contracts we have? CubeSat, Explorer mission. A very, very wide group. Okay. Alright, let's save this airplane. And we're going to do this ground contract real quick. O2A Skymaster. Bit of a work in progress. We'll finish this up later, but I think it's good. It's a good start for sure. One thing that you could do real quick, and I like to do with most of my plane builds that I've been doing recently, is you can make the wings look a little nicer by adding little smaller sections of wings, and then just bringing them in like that. And then you can paint them. A little bit of red there never hurt nobody. Yeah, just like that. See? That looks nice, doesn't it? And then we can do the same for these other wings as well. So let's grab another guy here. Grab the top. Just by clicking and dragging on those bottom pegs, it automatically repositions that for me. And then I can just click, click. Just like that. A little bit smoother. Let's also move this guy out so he still matches. Yeah, there we go. That looks good. Do the same thing. Click and drag to get that to snap to. Nice. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. I think that looks actually very nice for now. We can do that and that. That. For the propellers, let's start by just doing like the solid dark gray. And then we'll do a stripe. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Tuck that in a little bit, not that much. Same for this guy, tuck it in one click. Sweet. All right, I think that looks pretty good for our plane, right, guys? I mean, that's pretty solid overall. I kind of want to make the legs on these wheels white. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Make it metallic. What do you want metallic? What do you think? Which one do you want? What do you want metallic? You just said make it metallic. The whole thing? You want the whole thing metallic? I'm not going to do that. I can do parts of this metallic if you want. We could add side windows. That would probably be a good thing to add. You know, just in my... Nope, that's not what I wanted. Undo. Undo that big mistake. The primary white color. No, I feel like most Cessnas are painted white. Like, most civilian planes are painted white. That's pretty common. So I think white's a good color for it. We could make it like a little... We could tweak it a little bit. Yeah, yeah, that's what I was thinking, Nova. Just bump up the smoothness a little bit. I think that would make it look nice. We'll add side windows, because they should have side windows. And you know what? I'm going to change the shape of the top of the cockpit here. Not that one. 3 and 4. We're going to move these down to 60. The reason I'm moving these down to 60 is because the wing should be a little bit more perpendicular here. If I can't make this look good, we'll take that back. I feel like they should go a little bit more. More like that. Maybe raise these wings just a smidge. And then raise this as well. And then raise that as well. Sure, I think that looks fine. Mirror that, and then let's attach another one. And then just stand these off of each other a little bit, like that. Boom. Okay, so we got the windows looking good. I think that looks pretty good. I think that's pretty solid right there. You know? Like, no one's gonna have any like complaints against that. Pitot tubes or utility connections. Let's see. I'm looking at my reference picture right now, don't mind me. It had, oh, you know what we could do? Hold on. No, never mind. We're not going to do that. I was going to say I could add like a cowling and make this hollow, but that would not be worth the effort. We'll do a pitot tube though for airspeed. So we'll make this nice and small. Shoot, didn't mean to do that. I need the grid on. Copy and add this to the bottom of the wing. We're going to make this real small now, but this time with the grid on so I can keep it uniform. It does not need to be very big. Basically bring this all the way in. Like that. And narrow. Okay, perfect. 0, -90, 180. Adjust the rotation. Move it up a little bit. And then we just need a teeny tiny fuel tank. Even that's too big. It's got to be small. 5 centimeters in diameter, more like... There we go. And then just put that right there. Probably make it a little longer. There we go. How's that look for a pitot tube? Is that fine? I think that's fine. Maybe make this just a little bit wider. No, 0.03 is, even 0.03 is too wide. 0.02 is perfect. Okay. Let's see, other components. It had some whip antennas. Just like vertical antennas attached to the top. Could add those. They were very narrow, but they had a little bit of a base attached to them. So we'll do this guy, but I'm going to make him 0.05. Okay. We'll rotate him so he's pointing up directly. We'll do 0.05. Okay. And then turn auto resize off on this guy. This top one is going to be the actual antenna. He's going to be super narrow. Like 0.005, 0.005. Very small. But he's going to be like 1 meter long. Ta-da! And now you have an antenna. So you grab that guy. Let's push him out onto the wing. Why is that there? Stop. What are you doing? Come back. There we go. Let's move this guy onto the wing. What? Connected. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now he's moving. Is that in the wing? Yeah, it's close enough. And then we can go up to this antenna portion right here. I can use this offset tool. Angle it back just a little bit. Call it like 1.2. Boom, done. And then we mirror this guy. Boom. Now he's got antennas. Big ol' antennas. You might not like how that looks, but that's actually realistic. At least to the image that I'm currently looking at. Somewhat realistic. Let's see. There's a couple other things. They had pylons. This was a military plane. The Cessna 02A Skyhawk was an observation military plane, but it actually had pylons for bombs on it. Like, you could drop bombs with this guy. I think it was pretty much only used during like World War, or not even World War, the Vietnam War. I think it was used in the Vietnam War. Yeah. Interesting plane. It's kind of cool. It's got a cool history. Looks like a civilian plane, but it's geared up a little bit more for war. You know, it's got some more capabilities. I think we'll call it good on the design, though. That's fine. Save that. And this is a pretty low part count, too. 56 parts total. Yeah, very low part count build. For career mode, I don't have cargo bays, but what I'll do is I'll use the cargo bay part and then I'll make these 2 blocks cargo bays, and we'll add windows and everything to that. Other than that, I think that's a good place to stop for this design. So I think we're gonna call the stream here for tonight, guys. We did quite a bit, but before we finish up, let me say this one more time. Exit designer. We're gonna see this through for our Silero intercept. Not this one, not this one, not this one. Not that one. This one. Nova, you're looking at the same reference photo I am. The central fin antenna? Okay, I'll add that. That's easy. I'll just put a strut. A strut on it and call it good. Okay, so we are on our intercept Silero mission. We failed the endurance trip. That's fine. I don't care about the endurance trip. These orbits are freaking out, though. What the heck? What the heck? Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. Don't care. Here we go, and we did it. Entered the sphere of influence of Silero and become a billionaire. We have done it. So there's Silero way off in the distance. We'll do some time acceleration as it flies on past. There we go. Right on by. Okay. So we've completed the flyby contract. It's been 1 year and 149 days. And we have made our first billion. We're at $1.4 billion. So what do we have for contract options now? Luna Impactor. Okay. Observer missions. We got some missions. Silero Orbit would be a good one. A natural progression. And this would be another one where we like set this mission up and then, you know, get back to it later. Actually, hold on. Resume flight. Let's go back to my transfer window. When's the next transfer window for Silero? It shouldn't be for a while, right? Like, because we just did a full orbit. Cool, now crashing into the sun. I'm not crashing into the sun, guys. Come on. Let's be reasonable here. Oh, yeah, we're a ways off. We're a ways off from doing a Silero orbit. Okay. We're not going to do the silo row orbit because it's way down the line. Complete a combined total of 50 milestone careers. Nice. Or 50 career milestones. I flipped those words in my head and then said it wrong for some reason. Okay, so we have 90 tech points from all those contracts we just finished. How should we spend them? Before we end the live stream, we should spend our contract. Spend our rewards, you know. I think rockets. I don't think there's really anything down there I think, better engines. The gas generator 2, like super heavy engines, I don't think we need those yet. But the monopropellant, these kind of engines, I think are actually going to be more useful. So we'll use those. And we'll call that good. So we're going to use the orbital maneuvers tech node. But I'm going to leave the live stream here, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I enjoy doing these live streams, so thank you guys for tuning in and hanging out with me. I will see you guys in the next live stream I do. It should be relatively soon, maybe tomorrow or next weekend. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will catch you later. Take care.